Ho, ho, ho. Everybody.
Merry Grinchmas.
You filthy animals. Merry Christmas.
And happy holidays.
This is your host, Tyler Kidd.
And your co-host, Angelina Mesa.
And you guys are on our nice list. We have a Christmas special surprise for you this Christmas Eve. Give you guys something to sit down and tune into, or even after Christmas, or just never.
Yeah.
It's just going to be here. But we have our little Christmas pajamas. I got pink. Don't look at my socks.
I just have a Christmas sweatshirt. It says nice-ish.
That is actually really on point. That was a good pick this morning by you. Nice-ish. But yeah, we have a special episode.
We really couldn't be more thankful for all the support and love we have gotten our first year
of podcasting.
Yes.
It's almost crazy to think that like we're wrapping up year one.
I know.
We wrapped up season 2. Season 3 comes in the spring.
Season 2 was cut a little short, but we have.
This was our way of like making up for that, because like I know everybody was kind of like, oh no, like what's going on? And we have special guests from season 2 that didn't get a chance to come on that will be on for season 3. Some new guests for season 3. But yeah, we want to give you guys a Christmas special, and we also, like, full transparency, have 30 something anonymous submissions we never got to, just because you guys
almost hit 100 submissions.
We almost had 100 submissions one season of doing anonymous submissions.
Like, literally within.
And they just kept getting juicier.
Like 2 months.
Oh yeah, no, it was like
crazy.
We posted it, and I feel like we got like 10. And we were like, oh, holy shit.
Matt, fix your couch.
Fix your couch. We were like, holy shit, we got 10, anonymous submissions, and then it was like, oh my god, we have 15, and then it was like, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and I'm like, okay, like, let's do it. So this Christmas Eve special, get cozy, get your hot chocolate, get your eggnog, get your cojito, whatever, and don't talk to me about how I just said that word. I'm sorry. Like, I just said that in the most Caucasian way possible, but
you really did.
Listen, it's early. We're here early to get this done. We also want to give a really big last of the year thank you to New Jersey Holistic Healing and Wellness for sponsoring this podcast through and through, for giving us the space to do this. They help us provide the podcast to you guys, give you guys the resources, the platform to do those anonymous submissions. And just a really big thank you to Matt. And if you haven't checked out New Jersey Holistic Healing and Wellness through season 1 and 2, always linked in our bio, and we will be putting the QR code up above somewhere with us. They give you the resources for you to achieve your dream life. We have some fun segments for you guys.
First one.
The last one's my favorite, but title-wise. But okay, first one.
Christmas crisis.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Let's hear it. Do you want to start off? Do you have it up?
No, I don't. Are we doing rapid fire at the end, right?
Yeah, there's a rapid fire in between each of the segments. Individual question for each of you. AM. A cute nickname for Angelina. I don't know if she agrees. Did you ever get random friend requests on Facebook, and does it weird you out at all? Then they go on to say, T-Kid, I'm a fan of your TikTok. Very funny and entertaining. Thank you. I remember you were talking about the people you may actually answer your first, because Yeah. Because it goes from like, hey, do you get weird Facebook requests? Tyler, trauma. Yeah, do you get like weird? Do you get like from like high school, like back in school requests from people?
Yeah, I don't like get weird. I don't know. Yes.
Sorry, everybody.
I do get random friend requests.
You got it. Mm-hmm.
Does it weird you out at all? Sometimes. I'm like, what the hell? And I'll decline you. Like, I have declined people.
Oh, I let them sit. I let you sit right in that request. Because my thing is you're
Facebook,
not.
Facebook, though. Like, I'm like a weirdo. Like, I'm like my.
Marissa likes Facebook.
I'm like my Mimi.
You are Mimi. Like all like little.
Yeah.
You are giving Mimi vibes.
I am my Mimi. I love Facebook. Like, I love the reels on Facebook so much more than Instagram.
Oh no, I will. I don't really watch reels on Instagram, but I will get caught because they have them. You click one and then you just go. I do agree with that. I also.
And I like how you can categorize. I haven't done it in a while because I don't have time. But like when I was in high school, like I had the senior like photos, and it was
I do. I do that. I do. I started when I was in high school, and then I do them every year.
Yeah, I haven't done it since like COVID.
That's all right. You could do like a mass one, and then kind of like. No. Okay. Just let it go. You know, I leave people in the request section so that they can't request me again. You're already requested. Just sit and simmer.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I actually had.
Tyler scares me when she gets drunk.
This person then proceeds to say. About being a fan of my TikTok, yes. I remember you were talking about the people you may know section on Facebook in your video where you found the girl of the man that had a gender reveal on your 21st birthday. Sorry to bring up bad memories. It's okay. I think about it all the time. But I was surprised to hear that you even look at that part of Facebook. You don't seem like someone that will look at the people in that. Fun fact, I'm not. Fun fact, I didn't even really... I was just scrolling. It popped up.
Because sometimes it pops up on your main screen where it's like, this person requested you, and it's like, you're just scrolling, and you're like, why the hell did it...
Yeah, like it'll pop up like your friend request little section, but this one was like people you may know, and she was the first one. And my intuition is just nuts. Like I never would have cared. And even now when I look, I don't pay attention to you may know. But for some reason, my finger just itched. And it was like, click her. Like, who is that? Why would I know? The thing about it was like, why the fuck would I know her? Like, absolutely not at all.
That's always right.
And then, yep. But the stupid question I have is, do you look through that to try and see what those people are up to nowadays? Are you trying to reconnect with people? Or are you trying to find some cute people and scan their profiles? Because I do remember you saying about how a typical guy profile has limited details. So I was just wondered, was it curiosity, interest, or all the above? It was none of the above. It was actually against my free will. It's not something I've ever done. Like, I don't look at that. It was just...
It's crazy when shit like that happens, and this happened in my, with my ex relationship. Mm-hmm. It was, like, brought to me that it was happening. You know,
like on social media, like how you saw something. Yeah, that's.
Like, it's like you get like on Snapchat. You know how it says like random like friend requests, like add them. You know how it does that on Snapchat though. How like on Snapchat, if you click like add friends, it says like random people. Like
I don't add I don't.
Yeah, well, I used to like add like a whole bunch of people. I've removed a whole bunch of people when I got pregnant.
Well, not pregnant,
yeah.
but.
But that's how I found that, like, this one girl.
Was in that?
Yeah.
It just, like, shines at you a little differently. You're
and
like,
you're like, who's that?
Who's that? Yeah. A woman always knows. We might act like we don't know.
We know.
Or we might just pretend that nothing's happening, but we know. P.S. Thank goodness you found the girl, right? You might have never known about what the dude was up to if not for you looking at that profile. Very factual. I probably would have kept sending him commissary. You have to give the warning.
So this is a heavy... What's TW mean?
The warning?
Heavy warning.
I think that's what TW means.
I don't know.
Trigger warning.
Heavy trigger warning.
Heavy the warning. Okay. Trigger warning.
Abuse, pregnancy loss, and mental health crisis. I was unfortunately what I like to call sister of DV for a very, very long time. I was around 8 when it first started, and I am now 27, and have what everyone said is that I looked crazy in the middle of a crisis. My partner and I were attempting to have a baby, and I miscarried.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm so sorry. I cried for days, and because of my mental health scares in the past, I ended up in a psych ward. I knew I was healthy, but not okay the whole time. Everyone else just said, and I quote, you do not look good, and I think you're acting kind of crazy right now. And I still wasn't listened to. So I guess what I'm here to say is please, for the love
Of yourself.
Of yourself. Listen to your body. If anyone, do it for your fucking self.
Then they also wrote, thank you for giving people the power to do this, -T. I'm a big time advocate for, like, advocate
No, advocate.
for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, if you know something's wrong, nobody else has to believe you but you, and the one doctor that you're going to have to find that believes you. And that means if you have to keep switching doctors, keep whatever, it sucks because you're like, why is nobody listening to me, whatever? Screw them. You know something's wrong. I also think telling somebody mid-miscarriage
Yeah.
that, like, you're acting crazy right now. Well, actually, yes, I am. Rightfully fucking so. And it's very clear. It doesn't seem like there was a lot of, like, emotional support with the partner.
Yeah. So you are going to fall off a deep end. And most people aren't going to understand a miscarriage or your emotions because, one, they never experienced one. Two, if you're not a woman, you don't know what it's like to be pregnant.
Yeah.
And hold a child.
Especially because they were trying, like, actively trying.
And it doesn't matter how early you are, you're still holding a child and have a bond with that
Oh, yeah. And it, like,
baby.
you have, like if you're trying and then you get pregnant, it's like, oh my God, I'm pregnant.
So
and then to, like, for it to be out of your control and it's like, actually, you're not having that baby. 100%. I'm proud of you for going to the psych ward knowing of your history and knowing that you were okay. You weren't necessarily going to, like, end your own life, but that you still weren't okay. I always advocate as well. Take a trip to the psych ward. Take a trip to the mental health unit, because sometimes it's like a nice little vacation. Unless you go to certain ones and then there's scary stuff going on. But that's besides the point. That's from personal experience. Yeah, I think my last piece on this is that I'm just really happy and glad that you have this awareness and perspective on probably one of the worst times of your life when you really didn't have anybody, and you're kind of like, okay, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Like, for the love of yourself, trust yourself, listen to yourself the way that I did. So, like, round of applause for you.
Yes.
Good job. All you need is you, boo. You do not look good. You're kind of acting crazy right now. I will pop you in the fucking face. Get out of my face.
Yeah, no fucking shit. I don't look good. Go fuck off.
Do you see these grippy socks on my feet? You know where I just came from? I'm obviously not okay. T-Kid. So we have I wonder if this is the same from my Facebook reminder friend. T-Kid, since you left WVU, have you been criticized for not having a normal career? Backstory to this question. The answer is yes, by the way. Backstory to this question. I started but didn't finish college like you did, even though I'm going back now, because at the time my heart was not into it and I wanted to make money and help my family. My mom was mad as hell for me for that, and her and my sister always tell me about where I could have been had I gotten my degree earlier. At this point, like, unless you're going for a degree that's in, like, law or med, like, nobody's getting jobs in their degree fields. So
it's really hard to get a job right now.
Yeah.
If you're not in those
fields. So, like, you actually probably could be nowhere.
It's even hard as a nurse to get a job, which is crazy because there's a shortage. But besides...
You know what's crazy? They keep talking about all these, we have no workers, this generation don't want to work. Every single person that I've talked to that's job searching right now cannot find a job. And I'm talking, like, people of, like, high caliber, like, high.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, I've applied. Like, people who are working basically, like, underneath a type of, like, CEO position. I was just talking to my friend's his sister, and she wants to just switch companies, like, stay at the level. Can't find, like, anything. Like, not even in, like, smaller corporations.
Yeah.
Like,
no one wants to hire. No one wants to pay anyone.
So you probably saved your money. And honestly, I obviously dropped out. I believe that if you don't want to go to college, you have to still be doing something that fulfills your life. Yeah. Like, I don't think that you should just not do anything with yourself or your life, but if it's to make money, okay, then yeah, you're making money. That's it.
Yeah.
Who's paying for your college?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if your parents would, but, like, probably not.
I prolonged my nursing journey, but it all happened for a reason. I took a semester off. I prolonged it by only doing, like, 2 prereqs because it just wasn't my time then.
Nobody's life is the same. Nobody's pace is the
Yeah.
same. You have other shit going on. Like, in college, you have to dedicate a lot of time and, like, yourself to that. I remember when I tried to get a job in college, I couldn't even do it. I was like, there's no time. I can't. I'm working 3 hours from 4 a.m. to, no.
Yeah.
No. And also, your mother and sister need to support you more. Tell them to get well soon, girls said so. They are very critical of me wanting to work and do entrepreneur type things because they felt that I would hold myself back from getting a degree and eventually just say, fuck it, and skip out on getting my degree altogether, in quotes. I've had moderate success with making money and working, and I've had a decent resume of skills, certifications, etc. However, I still see people say that they are struggling to get jobs, even with degrees, so I feel like it is unfair to say that I would have been much more successful if I had stayed and gotten my degree. You are correct. That is very unfair. And it's not factual. It's definitely based, opinion based. And at the end of the day, if you are proud of where you've gotten, where you're at, being successful, your resume, certifications, all that stuff, be proud and don't let anybody take that from you, not even your mom or your sister. Tell them to get with the program. I'm in my mid-20s and I don't take anything for granted. Good for you. But I'm not upset at myself for trying to have my own money and be financially secure before taking on college and then fuck me, can you please say it?
Inevitable?
Good job. Thank you. Student loans. As somebody who pays student loans, yes, take your time.
Take your time.
I pay student loans for going to college for 3 months. I figured I could have the money to pay it up front by now. Angelina, it is the same person. They said AM. I'm sure you don't regret going to college to be a nurse, but if your daughter 17 years from now said she wanted to go to college, but just not right away, still work and still be productive in the meantime, would you be okay with that? Or would you be like, finish college now, worry about paying it off and making money later? That is just actually the worst advice I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, no, I would be very okay with it. Actually, even you brought up like paying it off later. I started my daughter's college fund already.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we have enough where, so interest builds in it yearly, monthly, whatever. So I'm hoping by the time she goes to college, honestly, at this rate, college is probably going to be $1 million when she's 17.
I wasn't going to say that, but I was thinking
Yeah.
that this entire time. I was like, how do you even compete with?
Yeah, but I hope that she has a lump sum where money wouldn't be on her mind where, oh, I can't go because, crap, students' loans are going to be too much.
Also emphasizing,
But if she wants to stay home and work, I would be okay.
or travel and just like do something like that.
But just make sure you're making money and being able to support yourself. Like, I paid my bills, like, when I was 18, so I was still working in college.
Yeah,
I was so if you can pay your bills, no matter how successful I am at that point, you will be paying your own bills. You know what I mean? So make sure you have a job because we're not just gonna.
Yeah, like you're doing this now so that it's like, okay, yeah, like pay your bills. College is pretty much taken care of.
Yeah.
Definitely a privilege there.
Yeah, definitely. But no, I would not be mad at her. I would actually be happy she was like, well, also I'm really young. I don't know what I want to do exactly, kind of thing. Because you are really young at 18. You don't know what you want to do at 18. I was so immature at 18.
I was just talking about this like with dating. Like, I can't comprehend how people do age gaps now that we're older and like age is actually very much a number for the most part. Like,
unless it's a man, I don't know, because I feel like men don't. No offense to men, but I feel like you guys don't grow up until.
And that's why they like little girls.
Yes.
Ew. Mm.
And also, I think women who are like 26 and like dating like someone who's like 34. Because they're like, oh shit, he's mature.
The only thing that scares me about like once you start hitting that age is that like if they want kids, they're gonna want kids then.
Yeah.
Like, well, at 26, that would be ideal. But I'm talking about like now at 24, where I'm like, okay, I can't go younger. I can't. You have to be at least 23.
Yeah.
I don't want to fresh.
You need older. You need like 25.
I'm saying but I'm talking about when people go younger than themselves.
Yeah.
Like the youngest I would go would be maybe you're a year behind me.
Yeah.
But other than that, I want like the last bits of the 20s. But then I'm like, oh, but if it's a man that really wants kids, he's gonna be like, I want kids now. I'm like, a couple more But yes, but no.
If a man you loved asked you to have kids right now, I
No.
feel like you would.
I'm telling you right now,
Yeah, but
no.
you're not in love right now. But like,
Nope. I'm telling you right now, I would not have a kid. I am business focused. There's shit that I have to get done before I have kids. Nope. I'd give it to like my grandmother. Just kidding.
I went into no contact and cut off a toxic relationship with my narcissistic mom in my 20s. It's such a heartbreaking decision I make on a day-to-day basis, but I know I am rebuilding a beautiful and healthy relationship with myself and future self as well, especially the heritage of what? It doesn't, like, I don't even know where I got heritage
like, it
from.
kinda-
No, it does not. Don't even try to. Would love to talk about family dynamics, especially the hierarchy of siblings. I'm a middle child, and what it's like to be the daughter that doesn't have their mom in their life, despite her being here today.
All right. Well, I can talk to you a little bit about this. So let me preface this by saying my mom is a amazing person. She's beautiful inside and out. But my mom is a somewhat formed product of her traumas. So there's a lot of things that growing up aren't what would be, I would say, the healthiest environment. Like, my mom just has, like, I like to say, like, a cloud on her head. She thinks everyone's out to get her, and she thinks that everyone's always attacking her, and that she, and this is because at one point, people in her life always were attacking her and things like that. But she kind of, like, never shook it off, and I think that can build into something like narcissism. I experienced narcissism with my mom growing up, prefacing by saying she's a great person, but people can carry things from situations and environments that they were in. I like to remind myself that it's everyone's first time. Like, it's your parents' first time. It doesn't.
Also, being the oldest child, you have more.
She's middle child.
Yeah, but you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about you.
Oh, and that, yeah, I'm the oldest in the household, but technically, growing up, I would have been the middle because I have an older brother, but I was the oldest in the house, the only girl, and...
Which I think is being the only girl also.
Yeah, and I just used to, like, when she would always be, like, yelling or, like, coming at me kind of sideways and never apologizing for how she would treat me, but then would, like, buy me something to make up for it, or would, like, say or do something and then cry afterwards because she does feel bad that she, things like that, but it's kind of like that. Well, why do you keep doing that? Just very confusing state. And I used to be like, I want to be mad at her because that's not how a mom's supposed to be. But then I'm like, but I know that, like, it's your mom, I guess. So, like, when you're talking about how it's helping you rebuild a beautiful and healthy relationship with myself, I had to give myself space from my relationship with my mom. And it's actually helped so much better.
And I think moving out was a huge step.
But even when I was living there, I just had to cut back, like, how much I allowed in my space and, like, my presence. I also completely cut out my responses to certain things that, like, that she would do that would trigger me, vice versa, things like that. My mom, though, however, and I don't know if you can relate with your mom, my mom actually now she's done, like, over the past couple years, a lot of good, like, self-work. Nobody's perfect, but I feel like my mom has grown a lot. Like, the person she is now and the mom she's now isn't the person and the mom that I had, but I'm kind of grateful for Elijah and stuff like that. But I get why you say it's hard, because it's almost like the potential of the parent, and you know what they could be from, like, the moments when they weren't narcissistic, and so it's almost like you're having to look at two people in one. And the one you don't want to be mad at and you love, and that's who you want 24/7. And then the other half, you're like, I absolutely hate this part of you. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But I'm proud of you, because that's really putting yourself first, and it will help you rebuild your relationship, hopefully so strongly with yourself that you then can return to that relationship with your mother and be able to navigate, because your mom's not going to be the last narcissistic person you meet.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have them in your life, but you can still have some form of connection if you're strong enough self-wise.
Borders.
But also, if you don't want to at all, then you
fine.
don't have to.
Yeah.
And I bet you that it's going to teach you everything you need to be the mom that you want to be. Like, that's the silver lining, is you had this awful experience, but now you get to take that experience and come out and be like an amazing mom. And some people don't get that experience, and so some people aren't pushed to be the level of an amazing mother, if you want kids, that you could be, if that makes sense. Like, I always tell myself, like, I was like, when I parent my kids, I have such a great structure and like mindset perspective of how I want to raise my kids, in the opposite of like narcissism, yelling, any type of like corporal punishment. We've talked about that before, that kind of stuff. Yep. My mom didn't beat me though. Middle child too. I don't know dynamics. I lived very much the oldest daughter.
Yeah.
And you have too.
Yeah.
So like, I can't even understand what it's like to be the middle child.
I don't.
Based off, if I like think about, let's say hypothetically, Dominic, it's easy breezing cover girl over there for y'all middle children, because I swear to God, my mom just said this to me the other day. She's like, I feel like maybe I pushed you too much, which she didn't. Thank God she pushed me the way she did, because I turned out this way. She's like, but I just don't know if I pushed your brother like enough. And I'm like, no, the middle child never gets pushed.
No.
The middle child's just kind of like, la. Because who's your, it would be
Grayson and Colin, I guess.
in the middle, and then Grayson gives very much middle child vibes.
Oh yeah,
he does. I feel like you're
and then Nicholas and me would be the middle child on my dad's side. Nicholas does not.
But you know what? You kind of give like not batshit insane middle child on your dad's side, but like.
Oh, I'm the batshit crazy one. There's a video that.
Oh, you are the crazy middle child on the dad, and then you're the oldest daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get like best of both worlds. That's nice.
Yeah. But my standard on my dad's side was still like, I'm not oldest.
Oh, good.
Kind of thing. So like
I've always just ran the show.
Yeah. Me and Grayson are at the point where like we're too much alike, and I can see it. Like, he wants to be in charge, and like.
Oh, absolutely not. Sit down. I remember when Dominic tried to start getting in charge. I was like, sit down.
He's like, you're not my mom. I'm like, I changed your diapers. I wiped your ass. I babysat you for hours.
I can't. You're not my mom.
Excuse me.
You're about to see some shit right now. Sit the fuck down. Oh my God. I remember when Dominic first, like, would always be like, he would always be like, shut up. You're not my mom. I'm like, how's that sound from not being your mom? You little bitch, sit down. Like, don't play with the older sister. I've always said this. No. Do not, but it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're the mom or the dad. I'm the oldest daughter. Shut up. You sit down too. Yeah. Matter of fact.
Actually, Mom, what did you just say? Sit down.
Sit down. Give me your phone. You're done. Part 2 of my last, so this is obviously not the last submission, but their last submission. About social media obsession. I like how Facebook won't let you send. People love Facebook.
I know.
I like how Facebook won't let you send friend requests to random people anymore. Oh, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Or on Insta, how you have to accept their chats with all the weird DM requests people, especially women, get. I think Instagram did a good job with that. Another thing that is scary, same thing with Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, and Facebook dating. Oof. Yeah, that's what they said. That is oof. Is when you see someone that looks very attractive on there, even if you see multiple pictures of them, if you were to hit them up and be like, yo, you trying to go out or you trying to smoke, they may look different in real life, especially dudes that be taking selfies from different angles, or a woman that posts with all those filters and shit. I know somebody that believes a woman may like him on Snapchat, but won't ask her out, in part because he thinks that they meet up and she quickly recognizes that he's 5'9" at best. She may think he's too short. Since you can't really tell height through pictures, and I guess she's never seen a full body picture of him. Not asking a girl out because you're scared if you're too short. You're giving short king energy. Like, stand up and ask her out.
Yeah.
Now you'll be 6 foot. Since you can't really tell, whatever. His parents checked her out. What is going on?
And they even said,
why is his parents checking her out?
Read the rest of it.
And they even said she probably wants somebody at least 6 foot. I think it shouldn't matter because he's still taller than the woman by at least 2 inches. She disclosed her height before. Anyway, I feel like even when people match, the conversations don't go beyond surface level, or when people slide up on other people's stories with some flirtatious shit, excuse my language, it's fine here, it can be hard to build off of. Well, yeah, I think if there's no value to what, like you're saying in the DMs, then no, you're not going to build off of it, especially when you won't ask her out on a date because we're so severely stuck on this conversation about height.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck how tall anybody is? Do you like them? Do you think they're cute? Ask them out on a date. Then if you go to the date and either she's too tall or too short for your preference, vice versa, then guess what? You're too short or you're too tall. And there's somebody else out there that you're going to be the perfect height for. Keep it pushing. And the parents saying that to their son, fucked. This is fucked.
Like, you did that to him.
You did. Dead ass. Like, okay, Dad, give me your ankles.
I'm scared to have a kid because, like...
You have a kid.
No, like, that's a boy.
Because y'all are short over there.
Yeah. Like,
You're gonna raise a short king.
I don't know, though, because Savannah is very, like, tall for her age.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think she's small. It's not just your genetics,
It's so
too.
weird, though, because, like, my dad's, like, 6 foot, and then, like...
Elijah's tall, and my mom and Nikia are short.
Yeah. So
but my mom's super tall.
Yeah.
So, fingers
I'm
crossed.
hoping
I'll pray
if
for
I
you.
have a boy, I want a boy so bad.
I know.
So I hope that, like...
Can you imagine, like... He's like the little runt.
Stop, I would feel so bad. I would
Because you did that to him.
Yeah, like, I would be like...
Oh, when he comes home crying, he's like, they dunked on me again. You're like... Sean did this to him. Oh man, I'm cracking up. All right,
Rapid fire, let's go.
yeah, I don't even see it, so just start asking them.
Do you consider Snapchat messages DMs?
Yes.
Do you ever intentionally not like certain people's pictures on Facebook?
Yes. I feel like if it's like a really deep post and I don't have it in me to send something sweet, didn't see it. Good luck though.
IHOP or Denny's?
IHOP.
IHOP. I feel like we did this one before. I don't know though. Besides people
I do too, but I told you I felt like we did, but I don't
remember. Yeah. Besides people that were your friends, could you remember people from high school easily if you saw them in the street?
And I feel like I said yes, I'm good with faces, and you said the same thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys might have seen this one before, but we're gonna do it again.
Ever have multiple crushes at the same time?
Yes. Okay. We did do this one before.
Yeah. Ever rate your hometown on a scale of 1 to 10 overall?
8.
0. Just kidding.
All right, we're going to skip the rest of these because we already did this, but we'll leave those in. Next up, we have Jolly Gentlemen. You guys love asking us questions about the men. So we're going to answer the questions about the men. Can you feel masculine energy from meeting a man one time or feel that energy through social media? Also, have you ever thought a man was cute but lacked the masculine energy for a relationship with you? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I agree. I can tell when I meet, and I think also I love a masculine man. Like you guys should know by now.
Yeah.
I want that tree trunk. I want to climb. Would love a suit or a uniform, but really, like, I just want to be like passenger princess in all aspects of the Like, I just know I've been the masculine for too long. I'm ready to be girly pop. I don't need you to be girly pop. I don't need to fuck you. I need you to fuck me. Like, I don't want that type of vibe. So yes, I feel like in person you can tell. Online, I feel like you can tell more so when like they're too ego masculine.
Yeah.
Like when they're too, I'm like, okay, I don't want that.
Or when they like purposely like try to show their, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I don't
like that.
No vibes. And I have experienced people or like men who have great personalities. They look great, but they just have too much of a little like in them. And that's okay. Because there like some girls, women, or just partners in general really do like a guy that's super into his feminine side. And that doesn't mean that he's gay. Can we just say that? Like, that
No,
a feminine guy does not mean that he's gay. It just means that he's into his feminine, just like there's masculine women, which then became the term dyke. But, like, it's not. It's just a woman in her masculine energy, because we have both masculine and like in each of us. And I have not proceeded with any of those men because, like, I don't want to wear the pants.
I like wearing the pants.
My pants are business pants, and that's the only pants. No, you didn't say you do. You say I like to, and you do. So it's not like you told a lie. I might say something, but it's always going to be the truth. Like, nope. I'm cracking up. You said, actually, Sean's gonna kill me. It's okay. Sean wears the pants too. I'm trying to help you. You're not helping you. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
He runs that show. Mm-hmm.
He works like a man. I'll give him that. That's where he's masculine.
He works like a man. He's crazy.
He works his ass off to support
He does work his ass off. He does work. No, he does work like a man.
Yeah.
It's just, I can't believe you just said, like, it's like, yeah, he works like a man. I'm like, you go. I just know he wears, like, a hard hat, doesn't he? Right? Like, I feel like he's came into the basement, like, with the hard hat.
He's literally, like, building a hospital right now. That's what he's doing.
He's building you your career. Your job. The camera said,
Did y'all ever feel like someone was trying to flatter you or be overly nice to you in hopes of getting the cooch? If so, did it ever work? Also, do y'all fear giving men compliments because of how they may take them? I just learned this the other day. I will never give a man a compliment ever again. I won't give a man a compliment. Even if I'm single in the future, and I hope I never am. But, like, no. You guys creep me out.
So do I fear giving men compliments? No. I actually just say to men what I'm thinking when I look at them. And if it's a compliment, perfect. And if I'm bullying them, even better, because I swear men love to get bullied.
I just judge.
I'm not even judge. Like,
not even judge.
I just like talking shit. Like, I'm gonna talk shit. I'm about to talk shit. I might like flirt with you in a complimenting way, but I'm really just gonna talk shit to you. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm leaving wherever I'm at. You have a great night. I don't even care. Like, free drink, cool. But, like, I don't.
Like, I just, like, have a face, I think, that people don't like. Like, I'm just, like, I do that face when, like, men look at me.
Bitch is about to bark at these men in the grocery store. Like,
but, like, stop staring at me.
I know, you can look at me. What? No. I look back. I'll either look back or I pretend I don't see you staring, but I know you're staring.
No, I look.
Hey.
And I give them a.
I'm like, what, bitch?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Love you, handsome.
Nope, don't do that part. But
I do. Like, I love. Well, if a guy's handsome, I'll be like, what's up? What's up, cutie? And then I proceed to bully them for the next 20 minutes. Did you ever feel like someone was trying to flatter you or be able to? Well, yeah, men will be nice to you to get the cooch. And to answer, like, did it work? Obviously, at some point in my life, I've been sweet talked for like.
Yeah, me too. That's how Sean won me over. So yeah.
At least you took the nice route. Thanks. When I say that, don't let just any man sweet talk you, and don't let it be any sweet talking. Like, it has to hit the point. I also would like to, real quick, this is not a deep dive episode, but I was just talking about this for the go to the next one. I think, and like, this is okay that you're talking about it like this with us because what we do, but I think it's overly normalized people talking to other people about their sex life if they're not fucking, like, having sex with them. Like, I don't, like, oh my God, you screwed so-and-so? Who are you to be asking me who I screwed? Like, even friends, like, if I don't come to you and I say it, don't ask me about my sex life unless I'm having sex with you. Like, I think the conversations on people's personal sex lives are too normalized.
I'm too open about my sex life.
Well, we also work it a little bit different. Like, we do that, but I mean, and I've always been kind of like, oh, like, whatever. But I'm like, actually,
I think sometimes though, like, if you're really close friends and like,
no, don't ask me. Let's not bring it up to you. Why are you asking me about my sex life? This is just a realization I had the other day. I've never always been like this, but I think like I hit like a little weird maturity thing in my brain.
Do you think that like?
Do you think that like
because people like are judging you or?
Oh, I don't. No, you guys can. I don't give a fuck.
Or do you think it's just because like you don't want people to know?
No, I just think that why are you asking me?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's more of like asking, but like you know when people.
No, like when people like talk about like even like your friends, like you talk about like other people's sex life. Like I don't even want to talk about someone else's sex life.
I will never ask my friend, "Oh, did you like, you know?"
Yeah.
But if you like do sneaky shit and you're like turning off your location and like
well, if you're like, "Oh, what are you up to?" then no, I mean that, but I'm just saying like don't talk like unless I unless I will never ask, and I don't ever, can't think really of any time I've truly asked somebody about their sex life, but I'll have a conversation if you like bring it up to me. But like, no, I've had people ask me about I've had too many people ask me about my sex life, and I'm just like, now I'm thinking back, I'm like, why are you even asking me? I'm not screwing you. You're not screwing me.
Asked you about your sex life.
No, because we don't talk about it. Like, no, we talk about sex, but like, it's not like you're like, oh, did you do this, do that?
Yeah.
I'm like, did you and Sean get it on last? I'm like, ew, no. See, that's what I was talking about. You don't know. But people do that, and they do it so normalized. I'm like, actually, are we okay?
Ew, I don't like thinking about like my best friends having sex with
you know
partner.
what I'm saying? Like, so when people ask about people's like really personal sex, I'm like, who are you? Do you know you have 30 minutes? Like, no.
Battery's dying.
Please, fuck off. All right, let me switch it out. Have you ever felt like you didn't know when someone was flirting with you? When being flirted with, did you flirt back or just play it cool every time and not give the man too much? I feel like I always know when I'm getting flirted with.
Yeah.
And it depends on my mood if I feel like entertaining or not. Like.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. If I'm in the mood, oh yeah. I like to flirt. I probably flirt too. That's the thing is, I'll flirt with anybody.
Yeah, you do.
I'll flirt with anybody, but just like, it's just, yeah, like, that's me being nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're taking me home, and it does not mean you're getting my number or anything. It just means like I'm in the mood to play nice.
Yes.
So now I'm gonna flirt with you. Come here, cutie. I always do that. Like, I think my form of flirting is kissing.
I hope I don't flirt with anyone. I don't think I come off that way though.
No, you don't. You just was talking about how when men look at you.
Yeah, but some men think that's flirting. Like, I'm not flirting with
No, they don't. They like to be bullied. I'm going to start a case. I don't think all men, just like all women, aren't the same, but a big majority of men, and maybe it's like immature men, I don't know what it is, want to be bullied. They do not want you to actually like them. And then they like you 20 times more. I know too many guys that prefer when I don't like them, so I don't like them. And now they love me twice as much. I'm like, that's crazy, but okay. What's the next one?
Also, you gals seem like the individuals where it's super hard to tell if you are feeling someone. Very nonchalant, to be exact.
Wait, what is happening?
What?
Was that the bottom of that?
No, 43.
Oh, this is the next one?
Yeah.
I feel like okay. Sorry. Keep going from where you're at.
Okay. Which isn't a bad thing, in my opinion, but I'm sure there's a few men that both like that never had a clue, and you don't have a clue. So, have you ever made it obvious that you were feeling someone before even your exes or your current? Was it obvious to them that you liked them, or did they just macho it and ask?
My first ex-boyfriend, definitely knew that I liked him because I was batshit insane, and that was the last time I was batshit insane for a guy. But no, honestly, probably like my last couple boyfriends probably think I did not give a fuck. Maybe. I don't know. I really I just was talking about this on the Daily Diet for TikTok. I was like, I'm like too nonchalant. I'm like, damn. And there's guys out there that I have really liked that definitely had not a single clue.
Yeah.
Because I probably act like I didn't know you.
I used to be batshit crazy.
Like, you knew I liked you.
You knew
you
I liked
know I'm you.
Yeah. Like, you knew I liked
I'm
you.
crawling in your your window.
Yes. But
never again.
Used to do that.
No.
But I would never. I was also very immature then. So now you definitely would not know if, God forbid, anything happened, that I liked you. No way. I'm not. I mean, I'm a totally different person than I was before.
I think it would have to take a certain, I think after the last couple months and recent, I just licked my teeth weird, and recent happenings, I don't like anybody.
Yeah.
And I don't want to like somebody ever again. So if you get me to actually like you, props to you. Because I'm going to have a husband one day. Props to him. because you got me to like you, because I'm not kidding. I
Yeah.
promise you, I will not like anybody ever again. I will not like anybody ever again. That's how I feel right now. Just as how I feel right now. This is a bad time to answer this question.
Yeah.
No.
Sean, we didn't date. It took him 9 months to ask me out. We were very like, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I was like maturing at the time. So like, I would play with it a little, be like, "Oh, I like you, I like you," and then I would like reel it back in and be like, "No, I don't."
See, my thing is that I don't like, I can't.
But like, that's gonna be me next. Like, if anything did happen, like that's how I would be. I just feel like that's maturity.
Like,
No,
no,
it's not maturity.
it's actually not at all. Like,
It's you got hurt too many times, and
yeah, I'm
yeah.
good.
You're good.
I'm so good.
Yeah.
You got it. Oh, you like me? Oh,
Oh, so cute. Well, guess
bullshit.
what?
Go fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
go fuck yourself.
Where you at?
Oh, this is our secret crush. We got us.
Okay, so somebody said to us, crazy fun dare.
That you used to had. It said someone that you had a secret.
The way I didn't get to the bottom, but she's like, let me emphasize this real quick. Crazy fun dare for you both. It's your choice for which one you do, but they dared us to either admit to something out loud that you did when you were younger that you could have gotten in a lot of trouble for, which I feel like I've done already on the podcast. I told you guys about my little laser story with TJ. And then, or I dare you to tell each other the name of someone that you had a secret crush on. Cut it out of the video, of course. Find a picture of the person, show each other, and show each other's reaction. So we're actually, sorry for the people just listening in, because this is going to be a visual thing for YouTube. We're going to pull up a picture of somebody we had, like, back in the day, just to see reactions. I forgot about this. I wanted to be prepped. I know. Oh, I already know. I already know who I'm going to show you.
I thought about it yesterday.
There's a couple I could show you. But I don't even know how to find this person. How do you even spell that? Okay, this person had me down bad when I was younger.
Are you ready?
No, I just need to know which picture's the best picture to show you. No, like, he, like, had told me one time, he was like, you gotta leave me alone. I was in, like, middle school. Okay.
You ready?
Are we doing it at the same time, or are we doing one?
Just do it at the same time, because mine's like...
Okay.
Let's go. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Okay, well, mine's just like...
Go ahead.
It's...
Is it bad? Let me see. Bro. I can't with her. All right, rapid fire. Back with our rapid fire bestie.
Who the fuck is that man, Tyler?
I told you I don't have an actual type. I don't. Now that's different. That was
like you were...
I was trying new things. Our next segment is naughty or nice.
Yeah.
Can I read it? Let's talk about body language and signals, you guys. I'm the Angie lover her. We don't really know what happened there, but I think they love Ange. Not in that way, though. They respect her relationship. They said that, not me. But I know how you mentioned that when you go out with makeup and resting bitch face, that's a signal to leave you the fuck alone. But I'm sure if you were smiling and saying hi to those men, they might take it as an invitation to ask you out or something. My question is, do you both feel like you disguise or hide your emotions very well, generally? Verbally, yes. Facial-wise, no.
Yeah.
Me and Ange will be quick with the face.
My face shows everything. But no matter what, if I'm giving you a resting bitch face or not, I get asked out.
Because they like to be bullied.
Okay,
You're proving
I try to smile sometimes, and I still get
well, yeah.
hi. Like,
They're just gonna say hi to you in general.
No.
You know what would stop it?
What? Not going out? That's what I do.
A ring on the finger. You don't even have to say anything. You should be like,
See that rock? Actually, you have to wait until it's like 10 carats.
you could still use it as a little like buffer. Resting bitch face, no speaking, and just my ring up.
Usually when I say I'm a mom, some people run. Some people don't know.
No,
I feel
I feel like too many men have said that it's like they like MILFs.
Keep going.
Also, Tyler, you said in the last episode about complimenting strangers. Has a stranger ever used you complimenting them as a way to ask you out on a date? Some people might take it as, oh, she's pretty and she made my day. Let me ask her out on a date, because I don't think you're interested if you compliment a stranger. And I don't believe that you're interested necessarily either. Just like when men give y'all compliments, I'm sure you don't assume they are into you. It all depends on the body language.
Body language is huge, I feel like.
It is. And yes, people have used like me complimenting them as their way to do it. I actually last night went to Walmart at like 10 o'clock, fried, like just when I meal prepped breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and dessert. Getting back into the groove of healthy eating, because I just feel like just the bleh feeling. I'm like, I need something to feel.
It's that time of the year though, because it's like, ooh, cookies, ooh, family, like grandmom's making all that good food, like, you know.
But yeah, just like when men give you compliments, I'm sure you don't assume they aren't. I don't assume anything anymore.
Yeah, no.
Ring size 7, then I'll assume. Do you know your ring size?
No.
You need to know.
I was supposed to. Never mind.
That's the next one. You get to read it. It's about sexism. It is a thing, yes.
And ageism is a thing too.
Is that in here?
No.
Oh, no,
but
ageism is a thing.
What do you think is an underrated issue in our country currently? I still think sexism is somehow underrated, and I think the issue of focusing on perceived imperfections is another one. I have a gap in my front teeth, yet I still think they look good. I'm not laughing at your front teeth. I just fucked it up and had to restart it because I said front tooth.
But it's cut out because obviously we edited it out, but that is why she's laughing.
Yeah, I still think they look good. They do. Some might say that I have a slightly big forehead. I don't think it takes away from my appearance. It's open to
interpretation. Sorry. I was sizing my forehead on camera.
Do you see mine too? My brother let me know the other day. Wait.
Can we like, so yeah. Wait, I don't think it takes away from the appearance. It's open to interpretation and perception. We talk about this. Who the fuck cares? But you're right. Like, people focus too much on like imperfections. But for there to be an imperfection, there has to be a perfect version of it. There's no perfect version of anybody.
My daughter has a gap in between her teeth, and I think that's what makes her perfect.
I feel like that's so cute. And I think my stepdad has a gap.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that my mom has always said she loved it.
And I used to have a gap.
Like, those things, a bigger, okay. So, and another thing too is like,
it makes you.
And there's somebody out there who doesn't care. And like, if there are people out there that are way too focused on others, ignore them. They have some self issues they need to work on. Yeah. So like I don't care how people think anybody looks. I don't care how you think I look. I just worry about how I think I look.
Yeah.
And it is all about perception.
It's how you think about yourself. So if you hated the gap in your teeth,
then you can get it fixed if you want.
But if you want. Oh, excuse me.
But if you like it.
But if you like it.
And you're beautiful.
Yeah. Like, who cares? I keep burping.
I told you I'm having like heartburn. I think it's maybe the room's hot. I don't know. I was just getting really bad heartburn.
But if you love yourself, that's all that matters. Who the fuck cares what anyone thinks?
The issue of focusing on perceived imperfections is a really, really big problem, and it's because of social media.
Yeah, it's social media.
But like, fuck it. Unplug the phone. Go. Big forehead, big teeth, big nose, small eyes, crooked teeth. Who?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can change all of those things.
Do you guys remember Ed from?
Should we finish the rest of the emission?
Yeah, it's about the emission. Go ahead.
It just says, just like people have said Zac Efron isn't the same anymore because of what happened to his jaw. And I just think we are too judgmental on what's conventional and shit like that in society.
I agree.
I agree too.
There's so many other things to be worried about other than what somebody looks like.
I think everyone was just like starstruck by Zac Efron because like one day he was like gone.
I'd still smash.
I'd still smash too.
Jaw and all.
Yeah. He just got a wider face now.
Well, I think got some filler and stuff too.
Oh, did
Maybe
he?
to help. Yeah.
But he also like went off the deep end, and then all of a sudden his face was all over the internet again.
Well, he had a really
really
bad
bad
filming.
accident.
Yeah, a filming
Yeah.
accident or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my phone.
And it's always your phone.
Well,
You have
it's
a
T-Mobile.
stalker in your phone.
I do have some stalkers. It's all right.
I mean the government stalker.
No, leave me alone. I'm on my business. I didn't post once about those drones. I didn't post once.
Yo, that shit's scary.
They're as big as one of them apparently just crashed on the roof of the Target or something.
Go get.
And
I'm
it
about
sounded-
to go grab it.
And it said the way you just looked at me like that, I'm screaming. People said it sounded
The
like.
government probably wants to kill me, honestly.
Well, you know what happens when we FaceTime and we start chatting?
Yeah,
Everything
dude.
starts shutting down on us. We're like, okay, we've talked too much to each other. Talk tomorrow. Are there certain compliments that you get that you low-key hate? Backstory, I hate, okay, right off the bat, I will read the rest of this. I hate, you look pretty.
Ew.
What if I don't? What if I didn't? I hate that, like, you look pretty.
I hate when people say that.
Just say I look pretty. Just say you think I look
Like,
pretty.
just shut up.
So that's
Honestly,
that's
don't
really
speak.
No speaky. No, I would just gonna pinch your top
It's
and
like
lip.
you just were talking to Savannah.
No speaky. I am. Apparently, I'm talking to the children of whoever the fuck says shit like that. That's the only compliment I don't like
Yeah, no.
at all.
That's
Backstory, sometimes I'll say nice things to people to try to make their day, but I wouldn't just outright lie. Some guys close to me hate being called nice or sweet because they think that's stuff that women say to men that they don't want to fuck. Oh. Or sometimes I hate stuff like, you look great when you smile. I know it's in a good nature, but still. I know a guy that hates if you give him a compliment after he says something about himself, like if he made a joke about themselves in a lighthearted fashion and then you gave him a compliment or disagreed with what he was joking about. He would get mad at himself because he would take it as you think he's complaining and that you only complimented him because he said something brought attention to whatever the joke was about. He would much rather you just compliment him out of the blue. I mean this in the nicest way. Everything about this, you guys have some self things to work on. There really it shouldn't be a reason why you hate when someone tells you look cute. Like, oh, you look good when you smile. It's a compliment. You do look better when you smile. Do you know that smiling 5 times in the morning when you wake up while taking deep breaths triggers your brain for the serotonin that brings you happiness? Because smiling actually triggers your brain to release.
I'm not happy.
Because you don't smile. Yeah.
I am not a smiley person in the morning.
I smile.
Until I see Savannah.
I smile 5 times, deep breaths every morning. And it does, and I'm good to go. Because your brain thinks that you're having some kind of movement that's happy, but really I'm just sitting in a dark room, cross-legged, smiling at the wall with my eyes shut. And like the guys hating this is all.
Yeah.
Get well
but
soon, babe.
also I know guys that do the same. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, so you're going to compliment me now after I just said that about myself? Like, okay, you know what? Fuck off then.
Exactly. It sounds like you have a self-issue.
Yeah, like what?
Get well soon.
I always compliment my guy friends.
I think that compliments are nice. Flattery is nice. I mean, now if you're saying okay, I understand the sense of like when some like people over like whenever like I'm out with like and like I was out at something and my one friend Paige was like, she's famous. I'm like, stop.
I
Look, she's
hate when people say that.
Stop. And she means it in the best. She was like, no, girl, like, you know, and like, it's a compliment. Like, certain things like that, yeah. But if someone's like telling you, like, oh, you look nice, or like, oh, you're nice, or if I like say something mean about myself and they redirect it, like, no, like, whatever. I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, no.
And some people are, I guess, but like, for my personal thing, no. I didn't mean to say that you guys need help. I just meant that that's definitely like a self thing, though.
Yeah.
It's like a trigger or something. I don't know. I definitely am getting like heartburn.
Yeah, same.
All right.
Do y'all think it's weird to add random people on Insta, Snap, TikTok? Bear with me. I know a man that is single but has done this for years where he'll follow random women and sometimes they follow him back and they'll watch his shit and he'll watch theirs. I'm surprised that they didn't immediately say, who the fuck is this? And unadd him, right? When they see his face on his story or pictures that he posts on his profile. One, I don't think that's weird because maybe you just want to, like, go outside your like, town, maybe? I don't know. We live in a small town, so it's like towns.
No, I mean, like, following a random woman is kind of like going up to a random woman at a bar and
Bar,
saying
yeah.
hi or something. Like,
Yeah.
it's 2024. Things are very much digital. Now, I don't know about this, but I agree. It's not necessarily. Now, I mean, if he's being creepy about it, because I know creepy guys do that stuff, then but. No.
I think he had one girl from a whole other state on Snap and Insta for like 6 years. And apparently he would slide up on her stuff and not with anything crazy, and she would respond.
I'm sorry. Now you're getting to where it's weird.
Yeah.
He had a Snapchat, Instagram relationship for 6 years with a female out of state.
And she would respond. And he even added her to his private story, and she would watch. And you know when you're on someone's private story. And he did have a couple girls that unadded him and then unadded him after a while. I guess he must use those sites as dating sites as a way to get to know a certain woman. He had recently messaged a random woman that he had followed on Instagram for a year plus, complimenting her. But then he saw her post her boyfriend on National Boyfriend's Day, so he backed off, of course. But he's not a pest, and he respects people's relationship if he knows you're in one. Weirdly enough, a woman in a long-term relationship did hit him up on Snap at around 11 p.m. one time, asking what his Spanish name was in high school, and that caught him off guard. I'm almost certain that she was drinking a few hours before, but yeah, is it weird to y'all? This whole fucking
thing is crazy. You remember your Spanish name? I don't remember mine.
I think it was just like Angelina.
Remember you got to like pick a different one? Remember you got to, in our schools, you got to have a different name in Spanish class.
No, you just had your name.
Oh, no, you got to pick a list of Spanish names every year, and you were a different Spanish person every year.
Maybe we did. I don't freaking know, honestly.
Can you imagine getting an 11 o'clock DM? Hey, so what was your Spanish name in high school? I've been like...
Follow?
Is it weird to y'all?
I can't believe
My favorite part is you then following it up with, I'm also certain that she was drinking a few hours before. But yeah.
Yeah.
Is it weird to y'all? Yes.
It's weird.
This is a lot of weirdness. What are some things that make you girls think that someone is a bit off? That last submission ending. Slow. I don't like that using that, but or weird in a bad way. I know Messa's going to school for nursing, and my mom is a behavioral health nurse, so my mom, has all the experience with dealing with people with mental health differences. I wondered what are some of the things that you've seen with people, not necessarily celebs, but more so people that you both individually have interacted with over the years, that just made you think to yourself, this person is cray-cray, or I'm going to stay away from them because they're weirding me out.
I'm going to be completely honest. Being in the healthcare field, you just know. I don't know. I just know.
I think but also if you have good intuition and gut feeling, like I do.